everybody. We are here at New York Comic Con with Giant Man, who's currently behind Ryan, right back there. And we are, of course, with the Marvel Legends team. So we have Ryan, we have Dwight, we have Dan.
What up, what up? Yo, yo.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
How's everybody doing? How's your con so far?
It's good. It's good. Half over, maybe. We just did a stage activation talking Nerf, which I know you guys are super interested to talk about.
Love Nerf.
Everything
Mech
Nerf.
Strike Mechasaurs.
Mech
Get it
Strike
right.
Mechasaurs.
Come on.
Available at Amazon. And yeah, we've got some Giant Man, whatever. It's cool.
No, whatever.
No.
This is why we're here, right? We're here for Giant Man. Look at this guy. So tell us what we're looking at here. What's this configuration of Giant Man?
So we actually just updated this in case anyone was by earlier today, but we have a slightly different stand that will allow for a new pose. So Dwight put him in a nice kind of action pose, and I brought a bunch of Ultrons from the office. So we have kind of the Avengers versus the Ultron army here a little bit.
Things only Ryan can say. I brought a bunch of Ultrons from the office.
The office, that's right.
Only Ryan could do that, honestly.
And when I bring stuff, I bring them with all the accessories and all the pieces, and I'm very organized, because can't lose anything.
No. I mean, the fact that they're not on cards sitting in there is surprising.
Yeah, left the trading cards at the office, brought the figures with me.
Well, it's great to finally see him in person. We were fortunate enough to have the case off before, yesterday actually for Friday the 13th, so we got to see the head swap process. It's been a while now since we've spoken, about the launch of this. So what are some of the kind of new things, the new kind of like changes, new additions that have been made since the campaign has launched?
I think the two biggest things that were updates throughout the campaign were the eyes. When we found out that we were going to be able to swap the plates the way we do, it allowed us to also swap the eyes, which allowed us to add that addition of different looks. So he's going to be looking straight, he'll be looking down, he'll be looking to the side, and you can intermix any of those eyes with any of the standard heads or the zombie head if that one gets activated as well. Along with that, the one thing that we've done very recently, I need you to get louder, but that's not in the case, is we've adjusted the back of his neck. When I've been playing with the gray model for the last couple of weeks, I realized that when he's in his lower crouching poses, which you can do with this figure, which is awesome, he can't look up enough. So we were making a notch in the back of his neck, kind of like the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man, so that Giant Man will be able to tilt his head up for a little bit more, if I want to look up at Galactus, or if I want to be crouching and looking more forward, he'll be able to do that better now.
Yeah, that's really cool. And we're seeing now, too, the white and the black antenna on him.
Yeah. That was something that we were looking at early, and then the fans actually brought it back to our attention as well. And we were like, yeah, that's something that we want to get in there. So we were able to, run some numbers and get that in there and make sure that we were able to give you guys as many options as possible. Because if we're asking you guys to come to the table and drop $200, which is, we think, a deal when you consider like Galactus was $400, but with that, we still know, let's give you guys as much fun as you guys can have out of the box. And the extra eyes, the extra antenna, the swappable plates, we thought was a really fun way to give you the opportunity to pose them out however you'd want on your shelf. Or if you want to actually get on the floor and play with him, you can do a lot more awesome stuff with him.
I think that speaks to the team's focus on making the best Giant Man experience possible, whether it's the eyes, the antenna, the articulation. A lot of discussion has been about other figures, but we're really focusing on a $200 Ultimate Giant Man experience, and we've had some other interviews, we've shared where it's like, yeah, those other figures, guys, those can come out on their own at another time. It's either you buy them now or you buy them later, and so in this case it'll be later, but that allows us to keep it at $200 and 10,000 minimum backers.
And you can even make the argument, right? Like if this thing is popular enough and people get it, it shows the emphasis that you need to put on some of those additional characters to support this one.
That's right, and if this one is successful, we could go back and do some more classic comic Avengers characters that aren't even in the pipeline right now, because there are some that are in the works. We're very eager to show them once Giant Man, is successful, we hope.
So what you guys don't realize is this interview is actually broadcasting over the loudspeakers. They're cheering for Ryan. They're really, really excited for Giant Man. Yeah, that's
Giant
it.
Man reception.
So speaking of large reactions, right? We have Giant Man behind us, but a lot of comparisons have been made to the previous Giant Man, the Toy Biz one. Thought this might be a good opportunity because something else you might have from the office is something you could show us to really.
This is what Dwight brought. Yeah, just to really show the sense of size and scale. I'll get out of the way. Dwight, hop in here. But
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, Toy Biz made this amazing Giant Man figure, part of their Walmart wave, which was like 10 figures, I think, to complete, which was a lot, and it was very hard for people to find. And when we were looking at the new one, we wanted to look back at the past, because it's always good to learn from your history, and we kind of it's a really good figure. So how are we going to update this new one to be, better fitted for the current collection? And when we now have 26-inch Sentinels and 32-inch Galacti, we needed to make sure to have a Giant Man that paid homage and respect to the origins and these classic costumes, but was more in scale with those other giant baddies that you now have. So this is a nice comparison. I don't actually know exactly how tall the Toy Biz one is. I want to think it's around 13 inches or so. Yeah. But it's a quality piece from the past, and if that's what you have in your collection, it's a wonderful. Cool thing about Giant Man is, with him being a growing character, you can display him at many different heights. So if you're lucky enough to have this figure, good on you. But if you don't, you have the opportunity now to jump into this new campaign and add a brand new one for everybody to add to the collection.
In fact, a giant.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, more giant.
Because you can see here in the case, and I don't know if you can, but we'll take a picture later. You see Hulk compared to Giant Man, as opposed to Hulk, who is a very large character. You have Giant Man, who is towering over Hulk.
Yeah. And, as this campaign starts to kind of come towards that end date, what's one thing from each of you guys? What's one thing that you want to make sure people realize about this Giant Man? Like, either your favorite part, the thing that you think the most attention got put into, the thing that makes you the happiest about this figure?
For me, the new addition of the eyes, being the clear eyes, so that we're not painting highlights anymore on this size figure. They're actually going to be a clear plastic eye with deco on the backside, so it'll catch natural highlights to be able to look like it looks like it's alive, which is something we've never been able to accomplish or deliver on the normal 6-inch scale. So the eyes and the swapping ability for them is probably my favorite piece of this campaign.
Clear eyes. Please say what
blind
meld. Say it.
Is it blind hearts or what is it? Full hearts. Full hearts.
Can't lose, baby.
Oh my God, I knew it, but all right. For me, it's to be honest with you, it's probably that $199 price point. I think for us, we know everybody's going through a lot.
Such a marketer.
We know a lot of people are going through a lot right now, and it was really important to us to have that goal of trying to get a HasLab at $199. And we think it's a very fair and awesome, not more than fair, like this. If this doesn't get backed, I'm literally going to cry, maybe. I might actually cry. So, go for it.
Remember, tiers, not tears.
Oh.
True.
Yeah, we were originally going to make it a no-tier campaign, but then we kind of went back and added some extra heads. But, yeah, I mean, I'll also lean into the marketing a little bit. But it's like, guys, those other figures, again, I want to say this multiple times to every interview. Yes, we know Wasp. Yes, we know a regular size Hank in this type of costume are obvious kind of requirements for that classic Avengers team, and we also agree. It just will not be part of this HasLab, but they are, very likely to come out. You just don't have to get them now, and you don't have to pay.
Very likely.
$250 now. Dan, and we all know the times are tough. There's a lot of awesome collector product out there. We're coming off of the Dragonfly and the Ghost. Like, yeah, we get it. Those are big price tags, and so if you can just pay $200 for Giant Man now and get those other ones in the future, isn't that a good thing?
It's like, I'll take a hamburger today.
Yeah.
I'll pay you tomorrow for a hamburger today. That's the.
Very likely we'll see a Wasp character at some point.
There's a phrase. It's like, read between the lines.
And I think the other thing, too, that you just don't kind of get, and this is something that, me being the first time seeing it in person, like, you just don't kind of understand it until it's here. Yeah, you want to touch it. You get to see the fingers. Like, yesterday we got to see Dwight posing the fingers to have them be gnarled for the zombie. You get to see really the shading on it and everything, like the light coming from underneath really shows kind of what you can do with this figure once you have it.
The thing that jumped out to me immediately with this, and I gotta say, like, kudos to you guys. When you get up close to this thing, and I I've seen a ton of pictures of this, so far. I've seen, like, even the pictures that are posted on Hasbro Pulse. This detail does not come across in any of them. The suit looks like the mesh material, like that, like your gym shorts are made out of. Like, you could see the little, like, holes and the little, like, patterning
The
to
leather
it.
detailing and the suspenders.
Yeah, like, there is so much on this thing that, like, when you see it in person, you're gonna.
The gloves,
yeah,
like the edges of there's so much to appreciate about it.
the seam, like, around the thumb part of the glove to, like, like the way, like, a real glove would be
The
reinforced. Like,
stitching at the edge,
yeah.
like there's so much.
yeah, between the sculpting and shouts to other friend of the pod, Tony, for the paint job on this thing, because it looks amazing.
Tony.
But the attention to detail is just awesome. And Dwight, we recently spoke about kind of the engineering aspect of it. How you did the harness and everything. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about this, guys. If you are a Marvel Legends collector and you have a comic Avengers team, you need Giant Man.
And the other thing you can't see too is, like, as we're standing here talking about it, there are people like, what are they talking? Oh.
Yeah, so wait, actually, before we go, tell us about that. What's been the reaction here? Like the in-person reaction? How have people been responding to Giant Man?
I mean, it's been in the 99 percentile of loving what they're seeing. The only thing that I've heard, and I don't know about these gentlemen, the only thing that I've heard is some people are saying, "Oh, well, I wish it was a slightly different size," and that's fine. He's a growable character. He could be anywhere from 13 inches to 24 inches to 6 feet tall. I mean, there is no right or wrong answer here, people. This is just the scale that we thought worked best with our other giant baddies. But everybody, like literally everybody, has loved seeing this thing in person. And a lot of the things that you just remarked upon are what they've been saying. It's like, and I think that's the problem with the world we live in right now. We live so much in our phones and our laptops. It's really hard to understand and appreciate how big and impressive and how much love went into something of this size until you can actually see it, which is, I don't have a fix for it yet, but I'm definitely going to be spending some months thinking about how we go about doing these things as we go forward, because being able to see this thing has made such a positive mark on everybody that's come by. I just, we need to figure out a way to have that as an opportunity more often, because looking at this on your phone, it's like, oh, that's great, it's an action figure. It's like it's the same scale as every other figure I look at, but then coming to the show, it's not. Yeah.
The other comment that I've heard is they don't want to back it until it's fully funded. And I just really want to clarify that, like, we will not charge your credit card if you back it early. Like, it doesn't charge until after it is fully funded. And just really wanted to clarify that, because I've met a couple of people who are like, oh, we thought it's going to be charged immediately after I back it. And just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, I mean, I procrastinate too, a lot of things, but there's really no benefit in doing that here. And we're kind of trying to rise above the temptation to change the campaign and throw things in at the last second, because that's kind of not really sustainable in the long term. And that's why we were very upfront with the tiers from the beginning. We said this is we fully revealed everything. Dwight and team are making these minor additions that just make what you've seen better. But in terms of what the campaign entails, we think at $200 it's a good value for you.
If you guys want to back this thing, back this thing. Well, let me rephrase that. If you like the work that the team does, back the thing now, because I'm getting older and I don't know how much my heart can take the stress of these campaigns, because I love the product. I hate these campaigns because they are so stressful when the team pours their love and soul into these things, and people say, I'll back it if it funds, because I want it, but it's just like, it just means I'm going to be stressing more. And at this age, look at this gray, people. This is your fault. All this gray is you not backing these things, stressing me out, man. So, if you guys want me gone, shorter than later, then keep doing it. You're doing a great job. But, if you guys want some more of this stuff, and I want to give you guys more of this stuff, then, make my life a little bit easier. If you have the funds. If you don't have the funds, I get it. It's not for everybody.
Guys, I annoy him every day. Don't worry. I shoot Nerf darts at him all the time now.
He almost assassinated me earlier on the stage. Yeah.
Oh man, we forgot to talk about Nerf.
Maybe next time.
Maybe
next time.
Okay.
Maybe next time. Guys, back Giant Man. Ready? Let's all on 3. 1, 2, 3. Back Giant Man.
When do we have to back it till?
October 23rd, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So at least just setting an alarm, like set a reminder for yourself on the 23rd just to go take another look at the webpage, like, you know, at minimum, and then
How about the
and then that
22nd?
FOMO.
Let's not keep it that. Let's not do it. Let's like,
We just were talking. Come on.
good lord, man.
Be kind. It was
Good lord, man.
Okay.
And what webpage is that?
That's HasbroPulse.com. Thank you, Eric. Go to HasbroPulse.com.
Hey, that's what we're here to do. We're here to help. So
Thank you, Dave. Sorry, I meant Dave.
it's all right. It's all staying in. Staying
That's
in.
happened my entire life.
We're
So
doing it
my entire
live.
life, so
We're
don't
doing it live.
From now on, it'll be Derek.
We combined.
Yeah.
That's it.
Combined, we're sentient.
Bye, everybody.